SCIA, welcome to John Jefferson.
Everybody on the Gulf Coast cares about this because we're all impacted by it. And to their credit, your local congressional people, the senators, Jindal, Angel, they're all lined up trying to help this situation. I don't know other than get the word out, continue to write people, write your relatives in Maine if you got any, I don't know. Because the rest of the country doesn't seem to understand how significant this is. I mean, I think they're in law, and you guys are going to get affected here first, and the rest of the country eventually is going to get impacted with higher prices. But you know, like I said, the credit of your local representatives, they're heavily involved in this stuff. I was in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago with a meeting with Interior Secretary Salazar and Michael Bromwich. We have a lot of industry groups going up there. I was talking to Ted about some of the activities that they're doing here. We have a Vice President of Governmental Affairs that I bet is in Washington, D.C. probably every other week. Like I said, we've had representatives up there in various meetings with a lot of contractors and independent oil and gas companies, meeting with Salazar and Bromwich. They listen. I'm not sure they understand, or I'm not sure how much they care. But I think you just got to keep beating the drum. This is important. It's important to your livelihood. You guys got a very nice cross-section of different business people here, governmental people, local governmental people. Just keep beating the drum. But this is going to impact South Louisiana probably worse than any other place. We will get impacted in Houston, but not to the severity you will here. So this is important to South Louisiana. It's important to all the Gulf states. And eventually they're going to figure out it's important to the country. Yes, sir.
Why are we hearing more of the oil companies in the public, in public view, as far as oil companies against the moratorium, or are you hearing service companies right now?
I think I don't know, you're hearing, I get calls all the time from other independent oil and gas companies wanting to know what we're doing, what our status is on permitting. I think we can do more, but everybody's talking. There's a lot of different groups, coalitions that are trying to have some impact with the politicians. And we're involved every week in phone calls and meetings with Angel and other industry groups. So you may not be hearing that much about it, but I guarantee you they're involved. I think it's starting to get a little more press this past week. I know Hercules Drilling took some people offshore, reporters from the Houston Chronicle, and I know my drilling manager talked to him on Friday. I just think you got to get it out there in the local press as much as you can and beat the drum, because this is a huge impact. And it's, I felt like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago that we were getting through to DC, the Department of Interior, but I haven't seen any movement since then, so I'm not as